Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Call to Arms, Gates of Hell Ostfront, as we continue our, I guess, YouTuber version of the mode that only a few people have gotten access to, which is pretty cool. We get to take a look early at multiplayer before the game's release, and we're continuing on by trying to go through some factions that we haven't seen before, doing some mid-war German faction now of what I think is the Auxiliary Defense. There's also a Special Task Force, too, that gets a lot of different weird vehicles, like the, well, for example, we have like some of the early Panzers and also a Stug 3F, and a few other infantry units that the other divisions might not have. So again, as always, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, as we're almost to 1 million subscribers now. And of course, as the YouTube algorithm and such promotes games like this, if you show interaction and support with it, of course I want more people to play this game because I think it's amazing, and I want to see more games like it, and I want to see more maps and more factions and more missions, and I've just been having a great time with it. It's so much smoother than Men of War Assault Squad, and of course the Call to Arms version of the game. Honestly, if you love Men of War Assault Squad, I think you should also try out Call to Arms and Gates of Hell 2, and those games are usually, well, except for this one because it's not out yet, but Call to Arms usually on discount as well as Men of War. So if you've been thinking about getting into these games, it's a great time to do so and play all the incredibly detailed missions made by the community. The modding community for Men of War Assault Squad and Call to Arms is incredible, and it's nice to see them possibly checking out this game soon. I'm sure they will whenever it's released. So this is the German invasion, I guess, of the Soviet Union. We're against 2 heroic AIs. I'm going to call up a squad to mortars, see if we can secure one of 3 positions here. And cool thing I've noticed, too, about this game, just like with the regular Men of War Assault Squad, is the amount of flags is changed based on how many people are playing. So this is supposed to be a 2v2, but we're taking on 2 AI because we're rough and tough. Not really. The heroic AI is kind of just more spammy. That's about it. But honestly, I think the AI in this game is supposed to be more of a practice for newbie players, and also for online play. If you're playing like if you're playing a 4v4 and you can only get a few people together and you need like 1 AI, for example, to get the game started, at least you'll have somebody capable. The AI is definitely capable of calling out units and capturing positions, but players are a little bit more sneaky. We're a few minutes into the game. 2 AI here have yet to capture any positions. I don't know if we can actually... Oh, there we go. I spoke a second too soon. There we go. We can actually see the enemy capturing flags, whether or not we have line of sight on the position. So with this being the defensive group, or at least I believe they're the defensive group, it looks like we get access to some earlier tanks, mountain troops, and then also beautiful Flak 88 mounted onto that flatbed, basically, and a SIG 33B, which is a SIG gun mounted onto a, I think it's a Panzer II chassis, but it's basically just a kind of a modified artillery gun, which is pretty interesting. Ooh, looks like we have a nice defensive position here. I've been wanting to try out more and more of the early war stuff. I'm a real connoisseur, I think, of the early days of Barbarossa. In fact, anytime there's a new Barbarossa DLC out or something, like, for example, Unity of Command has some Barbarossa DLC coming out soon, and that'll be real interesting. Just kind of interesting to see the early war stuff before the, really the mass production of like the T-34 and the Panzer 4G and Panthers and Tigers were heavily used. Kind of interesting to see that Soviet grit was really the main weapon of the Soviets, and German Blitzkrieg was their main weapon. It was more tactics and great territorial gains than it was any sort of specific weapon, although you could say that about any point of the war. But anyway, well, it looks like we've got a man down over here, but the Soviets are having a tough time against that German mortar we brought up. Soviets were trying to push through to take the whole territory. MG-34 rocking. We're going to have to get another machine gun. So I believe, again, this is the defensive doctrine, so let's try to play a little bit more defensively. We'll try to call out units that are more designed to defend the positions rather than to take the positions. Oh, accidentally called out a fuel truck for whatever reason. Oops, my bad. I misclicked there, but that's all right. Maybe we can drive that into enemy lines. I've also noticed that the, I think the other doctrine, the special doctrine, gets access to the Goliath, so that's kind of cool. Although, also, maybe a little restrictive. I'd like to see other game modes where instead of having access to specific... A lot of the specific units are here in the special call-out menu. I'd like to see a lot of these just brought up into the basic tank or armored car menus, or even emplacement menus. just to see a more larger scale war. It'd be cool to see other game modes that they have in mind. Right now, this is the only game mode there is, aside from cooperative, of completing the missions together. So that's a cool thing, too, is in the future you'll be able to play some of the missions together with friends. And that'll be really cool to see somebody working the tanks and somebody working the infantry, if that's how you want to play it all out. Yeah, we got a whole squad here just getting destroyed. Let's go ahead and pull back a little bit more. I like this. We're being overwhelmed by the Soviets. This is war. We're going to take losses on both sides, but the Soviets are really pushing hard. That mortar did a fantastic job. Let's bring up a little bit of ammo for them. We'll call up a German ammo crate, and then also let's get somebody out of this fuel truck. I don't want it to get destroyed. We might actually use it later. Very uncommon that you would use fuel in this game. It's not very often that you would even need to refuel a vehicle. Maybe if you bring a Sturm Tiger back and forth a few times, they do consume quite a bit of fuel. But that's about it. Okay, we do need to launch an attack on one of these flags in order to have a victory here. We have like a large lake. Oh, it looks like there's an area to cross here. Let's call out Pioneer Group and see how they do. And when I think Pioneers, I think flamethrowers. I wonder if they actually get a flamethrower with them. Maybe I see maybe satchel charges, or what a weird group of troops here. Looks like they've got a little bit of anti-tank grenades. Oh, this actually might be a really good squad to cut through anti-tank stuff. Or rather tanks with that anti-tank squad. Oh, well now we see a T-34. Imagine that. Oh yeah, you hear that? The Germans screaming that there's a Panzer? Cool. Well, the T-34 just pulling up, but not really doing anything. And we don't have much to stop that T-34 at the moment, aside from AT guns. Oh, nice direct hit onto the back of that T-34. Well, we could try to knock it out with a Panzerjäger's only going to get it if we hit it from the side. Well, now that we know the enemy's got their tanks over there, let's get our infantry together. Get ready to close in. That's a great call out for the Germans, for the Soviets. The Germans are going to have trouble dealing with that. We do have an AT detachment, but is that tank just kind of like sitting there? Well, we have a few AT grenades. Let's see if we can rush it. German's going to go out and throw some AT bundle grenades at that tank. It's kind of cool. The tank really can't see us. Without infantry around, they're not really going to be able to see much. Okay, well, that's T-34 destroyed. And a T-26 now coming. Wow, look at that burning wreck. T-26 is going to be a little bit more capable fighter. Ooh, we have a spot here to attack the village from. Alright, let's go this way with a... Oh, now we have some decent tanks to fight with. Let's try ourselves a... Oh, I really want to do the Stug, but... let's call up the Panzer IV. Alright, German infantry I think is going to have trouble pushing through here. Let's call up regular infantry. Send an AT gun. I see some shells blowing up over here, so there's got to be some sort of an AT gun nearby. Alright, what do we got on the other side? Oh, we have ourselves the ZiS-30 mounted onto a tractor. This tiny thing here is just an AT gun on the back of a tractor there. Well, our squads are cutting through those Soviets quite quickly. We're going to need, let's call out a Panzer IIF maybe, to assist with eliminating that infantry. Oh, we just got sliced through by something. It sounds like a lighter vehicle. Okay, we got a T-26 there. I don't want to go too far forward with that. Yeah, because I knew it. The infantry would run right in front of us. I knew it. Okay, let's have our troops push forward. Okay, I'm going to tell our troops to attack, move into the flag. Oh, wait a minute. So many Soviets out in the open like this. Panzer II is arriving. And we're also scoring points. As you see, we're playing to 2,750. We do score points from killing enemy vehicles and units, too. So even though the Soviets are ahead, we can catch up quick if we destroy a few units. Oh, wow. A different type of T-26 here. Oh, I'm going to pull up and block that. That's got to be a T-28 here. Oh, no, KV-1. Imagine that. Oh, let's go take cover behind this building. Well, a KV-1 is not something we wanted to see here. Oh boy, a lot of little tanks. Oh boy. Is that a T-34? Oh boy. Could be one hell of a hard fight then. Well, look at those units just lined up like that. What do we have for AT guns? We could destroy a lot of their stuff with artillery if we wanted to. We also have a PaK-40 at our disposal. I think we need that now. I want to get a PaK gun on the line. And we need some more infantry. Alright. We've got to capture this flag on the left, and then we can make a consolidated front and not worry about the flanks anymore. There's really a lot to manage here at the moment, as it is 2v1. Bring up our AT gun, that should do some work. Gonna hold off for the artillery. We are more defensive, so we are going to have to use our guns a little bit more. I wonder if we have an engineering vehicle. Alright, let's find a good spot to put our AT guns so we can hit these tanks. Over here. Okay, we'll get 2 squads to come up this way. We'll get the AT team to displace off the truck. And we'll bring up some ammo just in case. Keep it nearby. Alright, drop the gun. We're going to need to hold this flag here. Oh, damn, they got a KV-2 against us now. Interesting. Okay, we're going to have to hold the corner of this map. It's going to be a real tough fight for the Germans. The Soviets are much more powerful here. Yeah, that AT gun's going to have to work overtime. I think we should buy another one. Artillery would be good here, but it's got to really land a surefire hit. AT gun can just provide more direct fire. I think we just took out a KV-1. There we go. Gonna have our squads kind of hold the line here and push in as soon as they can. Our regular infantry squads have been doing a great job. And I'm glad we called in that extra supply for the mortar. Be able to keep that infantry at bay. So long as we capture this flag over here, we should be good. We won't be seeing any Tigers or anything from our squads. So it'll mostly be work on the flanks with AT guns and outmaneuvering the enemy. Okay, good thing we called up that ammo crate right away. Okay, we're going to take both sides of this trench here. Get the MG in the back. Okay, we should have the other AT gun ready to go. Come on, boys, hook up. Let's go. There we go. Alright, we'll send up a second AT gun. Well, now who's having a rough day? Look at that. Wow, multiple KV-1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Yeah, we're gonna need this flak 88 soon enough. See if we can call up this artillery maybe to keep hammering those positions. Boy, we're gonna need infantry. Wow, there are machine gun rounds all over us. Alright, another misclick on my part, but we can make use of this. I think that artillery gun I've been wanting to buy would just be way too much. We do have an artillery signaler, but there's just too much fire to get in that close. Soviets are locking us out on this position. Second AT gun arriving. Let's put it here in the trees. Alright, we'll drop it down over here. That ammo squad up here. And of course a direct hit on that gun. Like the first time that they shot at it, they got a hit. They just kind of ignored it for the longest time. Alright, we have ourselves a medium tank that'll pull up. Panzer III can at least spot targets. Wow, I can't believe the amount of concentration of Soviet troops on this position. There's a lot of tanks and a lot of infantry here. Now we could use the Stuk 3 off F. That might be a good thing to see. We really want to save up though for the SIG gun. We really need to delete those tanks. We could also take the other position. Ooh. Oh, did we lose another tank? Damn, we're just getting sliced through. Panzer III is now down. Okay, we'll get access to yet another tank. We do have to attack. Our AT guns are good, but we need to be able to actually push out now. Okay, we'll go up to this position. German infantry arriving again. Well, damn. That's a lot to deal with there. Eventually they will run out of steam at some point. We'll bring up one tank here. We may have to start pushing on this position. They're too easily able to cut through our defenses with those tanks. Wow, T-28, amazing. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, KV-2. I forgot all about that. Wow. That's what we heard over there before, okay. Wow, there's a lot of tanks on the right flag and the left flag. So I think, by the way, when we spawn into these battles, the enemy AI chooses a specific doctrine. They choose random doctrines. You can't choose those when you go into battle. So they both must have picked some sort of tank-heavy doctrine, or at least maybe they have programming to choose tanks over infantry, and if so, what tanks? I mean, the amount of T-34s and KV-1s we've seen is incredible, and the amount that we've destroyed is even more amazing. The enemy's going to be due 1,002. We still have a bit of fight in us. We got to capture one of those positions shortly. That KV-2 is going to come up here soon. Okay, I guess if we can get another soldier, we can carry over a box. Now we'll stay off that and we'll bring another gun over. KV-1 is showing a beautiful side shot here to the AT gun. Okay, we're going to need to get some more AT guns up. This is definitely good for multiplayer with other actual players to pick this doctrine, because once you lock a flag down, you can put some artillery guns that makes it really hard for the enemy to counterattack. Let's try the artillery now, though. We may have to get some specific line of sight on vehicles here. That's a, what, 10 centimeter? 10.5? The Zig is really what's going to clear the map here. I'm pretty confident in our ability to counterattack. Get regular infantry here and a mortar team. Let's also get another ammo crate. And let's send another squad to this flag. And we'll hold off. The Soviets really wanted to come over here with their tanks, and they've lost quite a few of them, but they haven't followed through with the attack, so it's somewhat of a waste, even though they've killed a couple of our tanks. We try an MG team here to get the enemy's attention. Okay, we are going to counterattack. If the Soviets come up here, they'll try to take that position, and when they do, that's when we gun them down. Just lobbing shells. with that Pack 40. Put our artillery on open fire as well. I want that. Any target, go ahead and shoot. Get another pack gun. Where did that spawn at? Up here, okay. I do like these maps a lot in this game as well. This is probably one of my favorites so far, and I'm not exactly sure why. It seems to be a nice combination of different types of landscape. Like we have a little bit of a river crossing, a little bit of a highway, a little bit of a village, rolling hills. Alright, that mortar should be coming across too with the ammo. Oh, we could probably set that up down here. Trying to find places to put our mortars and such. We're now attacking the enemy from their south side and caused a lot of damage and disruption to their vehicles. Here we go. This is what we want right here. The SIG-33B should be able to delete. This is essentially our own KV-2 in a way. Think of it as a KV-2 meets a Stuke. I don't notice our artillery gun doing any sort of firing. Continue to fire, my friend. Oh, wow. That explosion should have killed a lot of troops. Or that should be like... Is this thing firing HE or heat rounds? Wait, what the hell? Should be firing HE. I hope to God that was firing HE. Hope the AI is smarter than that. Alright, let's get another gun out. And we'll go back again. Oh, interesting how the, I don't even know what that symbol is on the map of that thing. I don't know if that's supposed to be a mobile artillery or an AT gun, or what. If that's supposed to be like a, what do they call that? A self-propelled gun of some sort. Alright, the Soviets for a while had really quite the advantage. It's crazy the amount of tanks and vehicles they were able to destroy on our side. Although I refrained from calling in a few since I knew there would be trouble with those KV-2s there and 1s. Well, now we've got artillery. Let's see if we can close in with the squad. They've killed a lot of our troops off. But, I mean, it's nothing in comparison to their losses inside that village. Okay, we've got a squad here. I'm going to push these guys up there. Give us a little bit of a viewpoint at what's going on in front of us. The AT guns now are just firing at enemy infantry that's in the village. So that'll help our troops when the time to attack comes, which is now. Put a full squad in cover there, and we'll keep pushing. And when we find an enemy KV-1 or KV-2, we'll hit it with this 15-centimeter self-propelled gun. So I'm not sure if this is the Special Task Force or if this is the defense. I think it is special. I think it's defense because we do get access to the. Oh wow, yeah, the Flak 88 on the flatbed. I'm surprised at both of those having a cooldown at this point. Oh, here we go. Oh, we can try to hit all these tanks here. Let's go ahead and fire over here. Wow, this gun is on open fire. Oh, damn. Wow, one shot took out all those troops in that trench line. Okay, we're going to try to close in on those tanks a little bit. We need to let them know we're here. Well, That was good. T-28 and a BA-20 knocked out from that one shot. And a possible beautiful side shot on this KV-1. There's just so many tanks there. Well, we need our mortars to clear that flag out. And if they do, we should be able to move over here. If they successfully clear that flag out, we can sneak in with infantry. We're attacking with a defensive doctrine. All alone against 2 AI that are heroic. Whoa. Alright. I'm going to try to get infantry squads down this way and see if we can come up from the western side. I just need to get some infantry into the flag and possibly coerce the enemy into attacking us. Well, they did lose a tank now. Wow, that smoke looks amazing. Good old-fashioned barbecue. Well, the AT guns are in perfect position so long as the enemy presents a weak flank to us. Well, seems like everything the Soviets had, they called out at the start. Wow, that's awesome. Big explosion with a body flying. Nice. Oh, that was evil on my part. Seems like the AI wants to take this position here, and it's hard for them to take defenses against that many troops. The KV-2 is over there still, and it's just not presenting itself. The enemy's not really using it anymore. Damn, I feel that 15 centimeters should do a lot more work. And this artillery is not really firing at anything. I want it to hit anything and everything. Oh, there we go. Wow, damn. A BT-7 just got walloped. Yeah, that's why that gun should be firing constantly. Well, let's move it a little closer to the front. Can we get this gun on board? Oh, there we go. Wow, let's pull our our artillery over here, close to the AT guns. Well, oh. So much for that mortar. Oh, great. KV-2 now spotted. We'll hit that with the SIG gun. Well, that hit him. Looks like that could have had its turret damaged, maybe? That's extremely dangerous. We better do that again. You know what's funny about the KV-2s is that even though that thing doesn't really need to be accurate to kill its target, it basically landed like a GPS drone strike right on top of that mortar team that was in that pit. Goodbye. Oh, that must have destroyed it. I'm going to surround this flag now with infantry so the AT guns can do some work. AT guns have got to be low on ammo. 21 rounds. Another 8 rounds. Okay, let's call it that. Another crate here. The thing about crates is that they're very useful because they can stay very close to the gun without risking being shot easily. And, you know, if you park a large ammo truck next to your AT gun, it's probably going to be hit. You can put ammo maybe near artillery or keep an ammo truck in the back for tanks to come to and rearm and then leave again. But kind of difficult for a ammo truck to pull up to an AT gun. Usually they're on the front lines, so... And I would always say wheel a gun back to the ammo rather than the ammo to the gun. Well, I think we might be ready to take this flag finally. The enemy has lost their vehicles that were there. For the most part, there's definitely more there. But we're not seeing what we used to. Let's have this squad push in a little bit. Unfortunate loss on that mortar. Soviets again trying to take this flag. As we stay down here, that KV-2 that's up there, we can hear it somewhere. That's going to have to come, like, to us in order to find us, so... Well, let's fire another round inside the flag. Yep, always somebody there. Alright, we're going to push everything in that we've got. It's about time we attack. Wow. Absolute carnage on the Soviet side. Now we need those guns to continue doing work. Alright. German infantry finally pushing in. Still a lot of tanks there. They could stop this attack easily. We just need to get rid of some of these tanks. So there seems to be multiple KV-1Ss and KV-1s. I need that damn... yeah, I need this. We need the Flak 88 up here. Hopefully this thing can drive quickly up here. We need an 88 gun. It's going to be the only thing to crack those KV-1s. So the Soviets clinging on to dear life right there. I could probably flank the enemy here too if we get that KV-1 out of the way. It sounds like there's a lot of vehicles there too, but since it's our only flag that we're defending, I don't want to attack from it. Just now. Well, looks like we have a chance to get into some defenses here. Okay, we have some German infantry inside the flag. Get rid of those Soviets inside of it. We can capture. So if we're playing against players, by the way, you have to do much more sacrificing. It's almost more like World War I with waves of troops going through to clear enemies. Infantry is just a lot more affordable. So you can do it more frequently. And, of course, it's good to defend with infantry after you capture a position, too. Oh, damn. Sig gun must have just fired again. Kind of disappointed. Our artillery gun is on open fire. Fire at will. It's not engaging any targets that's within its range. If it can see it, it should be able to GG it. Well, that should have been a hit. I think that KV-2 is knocked out anyway. Flak gun is here now. It's going to be our best area to attack from. We've got good elevation here. Let's see if we can fire from inside the tree line. Well, we've certainly taken losses, but I mean, we must have obliterated at least 10 KV-1s of various types and multiple T-34s. The enemy here, even if they held the position, that'd be the last thing they do. Let's go into this village here and see if we can capture. Gonna keep our troops in cover. We're decapping the Soviets now. Flak 88 parked nicely. That's pretty good. It should be able to destroy anything now. Artillery gun ready again. Don't know what vehicles are alive or not. There's so much on the minimap. Wow. That was a damn good hit. That artillery gun is not engaging. We'll have to do it manually. KV-1 reinforcement coming over. So the AT guns that are here have scored 2 tank kills and 25 infantry kills. 2 tank kills, 25 infantry kills. Both of them, I think. The Zig gun has destroyed 4 tanks and 16 infantry. Wow. And the Flak has gotten a kill as well. Have to take a shot at that KV-1. And it's gone. Oh, what the hell? I think the game crashed. Damn it. Alright, well, I don't know what to say about that one. We devastated this so... They're dead, baby. Alright, well, that's going to have to be it for this episode. Crashes are very rare in this game. I've had maybe 2 out of all the multiplayer games that I played, around maybe 15, and of all the 20 games... missions that I played, that's only happened a few times. Damn it, I was having a good time with that one. Alright, well, I guess after that I would just capture the position and be over. So, alright, let's go on. We'll try the German irregulars now, the special task force or whatnot. Then we'll go on to some Soviet stuff. Thanks again for showing your love for this game. This crash is, this is how it goes with Men of War and Call to Arms. This is how it is. But it's too good of a game to be mad at for too long. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for all the support. We'll see you soon.